Hello, everybody. See some people in the chat. As usual, I am not alone. I am with Mr. Stevie. Oh, I gotta unmute him. There we go.
That is what my aunts call me.
Yeah, I like that shirt you got on, though. I didn't not even notice that at first.
Whoop, whoop. I need a taller chair.
Actually, you know what? We might do some stuff tonight. I might give away some of the merch I have left. It actually went really fast. So there's still some things left that I think maybe we'll give some stuff away. A few Christmas things. But hello to some people in here. I saw some people. Mr. Eric M. is in here. Mr. Dusty Gates said, hey, I enjoy your podcast. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. There will be one out Monday. I planned on releasing the one from last week late, but just didn't work out. Let's see. Mr. Ricky Hertz, how are you, sir? Obviously,
the lady of the evening is in the house.
Miss Jessica Egan, how are you, ma'am? I just realized on the side for you, built into the software, can you comment on the bottom now?
Who, me?
Yeah. Does it show you the comments? Because even for me, it wouldn't let me comment before, but now that it's just YouTube, it does. That's what I thought. I thought I could write, so I didn't even have to have everything opened.
No, I've got my cell phone open is how I interact with the chat.
Oh, okay. Because I thought there should be something that you can open up on the side that lets you see the chat.
I see it, but I can't interact.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it must just let me then. Well, I guess starting off, if everyone would go ahead and give this a like, let's share it. Let's try to get as many people in here as we can tonight. I'm really sorry about missing last week. You guys know I really don't like having to miss things, but like I always say, sadly, the podcast comes last and kind of with everything that's going on, between family, work, podcast kind of gets the leftovers. And last week was just kind of a rough week for my wife, and she really needed the downtime. So it is what it is. But thank you guys for coming back this week. I appreciate it. How have you been, Mr. Steve?
I've been doing very well. Boss man sent me home last week because I had been around one of the techs that got tested positive. So he kind of...
That'll be the end of the live stream. We're going to go and cut this off. I don't want to get COVID through the internet. I don't want you guys to get COVID through the internet. Just kidding.
I got a mask I can put over my mic if I
That's funny.
No, he erred on the side of caution, sent me home for 10 days and paid me for the time to hang around the house. So did that. Went down to my parents' river house for a couple of days, hung out down on the river and walked the woods and blue pine straw and leaves and bush hogged and
it's a little Christmas
hung out by myself. Yeah.
Vacation. I would take that in a heartbeat.
Well, come down and be my boss, and you can give them to me, and then we'll flip. I'll be your boss, and I'll send you home for 10 days.
Hey, that's fine. I can do that.
It's much warmer down here too.
Yeah, I know. It's cold as balls here, man. It's It's not as bad as it was, but let me see. What are we looking at right now? It is, it says 32. Real feels 28. But this is the coldest it's been like in a long stretch because Maryland weather's been so goofy. We used to be known that we actually had all four seasons. Like we would actually have summer, fall, spring, winter, yada yada, and it's just been like summer. Long ass fall, a little bit of winter and a little bit of spring, but it's all good. I'll take it because it was like last Sunday was 65 degrees and then it snowed Wednesday.
Wow,
it's goofy. I see Eric. I'll send the link to you, buddy.
Cold. Are colds even a thing this year? Or flus or allergies?
No, that we have, because of COVID, we have cured the flu.
I think we have. We've
Yeah.
cured everything except for that.
Yep, nobody gets the flu anymore. It's all COVID. Said Brian Orr is a fun guy to hang out with. Yeah, I met Brian when I was at AHR. I mean, we didn't really get to hang out, but I got to meet and talk with him. And Brian I got to meet him and his lovely wife, and they're really, really cool people. So that was awesome to be able to get to meet him.
Scheduled to go down in March. I think he's having his symposium. I'm going back down again this year for that. It was a blast last time. A lot of good people, fantastic speakers. Really learned a lot and got to meet a lot of people. And it was amazing. As soon as I walked up into the parking lot, Brian came running down the steps. Said, "Hey, Steve, I'm glad you made it." It's like, dude, we've really never met. We've talked on the internet once or twice, but he must have a memory for people. I tell you, we talked for probably 5-10 minutes. And really, really nice guy.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's like I say, he's a smart guy, man. I mean, Brian knows his shit. There's no doubt about that. On a whole nother level.
Yes.
I might try to go to that symposium thing. We'll see, because I'll be I'm gonna try to come, Jessica. I might try to come down there, especially if there's no AHR, and it might be good to get away to do something like that.
There's only 200 tickets, but I'm sure he'll find a extra for you if need to.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him. I'd love to come down, get some good film some stuff, get a couple of days out, go down there where it's warm.
Oh, it was cold last year. Oh my God, I about froze. It was down in the low 50s, cloudy, raining, windy.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, because I was in AHR, it was a little chilly, and it started to warm up as we left. Like the last day or so when I was there is when it got to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, he had a big circus tent out in his main parking lot where he held the big gatherings, and I mean, we froze. Everybody got a T-shirt, and everybody had their T-shirts on, but it wasn't enough. Brought a lightweight jacket, still wasn't enough.
Yeah,
but I'll be prepared this year.
That's fine, Jessica. I'm down for dinner and drinks. You buy dinner, I'll pay for the drinks, because the drinks will probably be way more expensive than the dinner.
And I'm bringing her some cookies, some of my wife's cookies too.
There you go. We can get smashed and eat cookies.
Oh, drinking oatmeal cookies, oatmeal. You ever had those? The drink? Oatmeal. Yeah, I think it's oatmeal cookies.
I don't know.
Little shooters. Very dangerous. Very tasty.
I bet.
Too tasty.
Thanks, Gary Black. Yeah, got the Ravens gear on. This is the new salute hat, but this is one of the older sweatshirts. I can't find the new one in my size. All they have is fucking schmediums, little baby small guys. I'm not a small guy, so I can't wear a schmedium. Anyway, in the chat, what is up, everybody? How have you guys been? You guys all ready for Christmas?
I about got on my Christmas done. We're pretty much of the age we just give out cash.
Yeah, we kind of do that with my boys. I gotta be careful because the one's down. His room's over there. But yeah, we get them some good things, and then we give them cash just because they get so picky. And like my daughters, it looks like they get a lot of stuff, and my daughter's stuff isn't that expensive, you know what I mean? So, So I'm just making up a number. So say you spend $1,000 on each kid. $1,000 for the girls is going to look like all this stuff. Versus $1,000 for the boys, it's not going to look like that much stuff because everything they want is so expensive.
A set of tires. I need tires, Dad. Okay. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank God I don't have to do that yet. My oldest son starts driving next year.
I did that. I got a set of tires for Christmas when I was 17 or 18. One of the better gifts, for sure.
Shit, Eric, I forgot that's the last thing I copied, buddy. I'm sorry. I sent Eric the link to watch the video, not the actual link to come in. My bad, dude. I forgot that was the last thing that I copied. Whoops. There you go, buddy. I just sent the right one. Anybody who wants to come in, you're more than welcome to come in. We don't really have any structure. To be honest, I was almost not going to do again tonight. Just because the holidays and my family's doing things, and I just hate to miss it. But it is what it is. I like doing this. I didn't want to miss another week after last week, and I want, like I said, I want to keep doing these every week. Eventually, I'll start to get them where they're more structured. But right now, it's just getting back at it, seeing all of you again. After going to doing them every Tuesday night and then stopping all summer, it's just trying to get back in the groove. I actually, I don't really win anything, but a YouTube channel that I follow, he's like a drone guy, and he's given away 4 of these, their DJI DJI Mini 2s, and I won.
All right.
It's like a $700 kit.
Damn.
And it's got the camera on it and everything. It's 4K video, and I have the I had the original Mini. That's not as good as this one. They fixed all the things, and I broke it like the first day I had it. And then a friend of mine, he's good with them, and he was like, "If you don't want it, I'll buy it from you and I'll fix it." I was like, "That's cool." So I took the money and bought some other stuff. So I'm actually really, really excited to be getting this because it's pretty awesome. They're fun just to do things, to go out with my kids and stuff like that. Hold on, Mr. Eric. This damn thing asking me for my password. Answer. Guest is in the green room. His name should still be up there. Let me go to 3View. Why is it not signing him?
2, 3. There he is.
There he is.
Good evening.
How's it going? You guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good, my friend.
All right.
The camera's a little off.
It's all right.
I'm worried more about the audio. Nobody wants to see me anyway.
Yeah. Well, if you want, I can move you around, so you don't got to worry about it. Real fast. Let me see. What's up, Aaron? Haven't seen you in a while, bud. And Twisted Candle Company. Yeah, it was awesome. I don't know if you heard what I was talking about, Eric. I won the a drone, the DJI Mini 2. And the guy said, I'll have it before Christmas. It was funny. I just joking because I started watching this guy's channel before he even, like when he first started it. He had under 1,000, and now he's at almost he's over 100,000. His channel's huge. Wow. And I was just joking in the comments, and I was like, yeah, man. I was like, I've been here since the beginning. He's like, I know, brother. I appreciate it. And he knows about the podcast and stuff like that because he sees HVAC Uncensored. And I was like, man, I'd love to get me one of those. And he was like, yeah, we'll see what I can do. And then one of the winners, he's like, hey, what's your address? I was like, oh, hell yeah, my man. So
nice.
Some of those things you have to have kind of a license or get registered or something if they're.
That's why this one's so awesome. So it's above 250 grams. This one is below. So it's a great beginner one because you can literally just go out and fly.
There you go.
The only thing about me is I'm close to an airport. So I know these things have to connect onto the satellites. And if I'm too close, it might not even let me take off. So I might have to, the other one, never mind, because the other one let me take off.
You got an Air Force base close by?
Not close by, but we have an but we have Fort Meade Army base that is huge, and that's where NSA is. So we have some bases to worry about though, and then DC is 8th and I, Marine Corps base.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to the NSA because we know they're listening, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's listening.
Go fuck yourself. Take a coffee break, you bastards. So say if you're listening to my phone all the time, I feel bad for you because I take it in when I take dumps, and God knows what you're listening to.
Oh Lord.
Have fun with my browser history.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that. You guys doing anything special for Christmas? Going anywhere? Staying home? I know Jessica Egan said she is going to Kansas to see her babies, which is awesome. Congrats for you, ma'am.
Good. No, we're just hanging around. My daughter that lives down in Florida is up here this week. She drove up yesterday and her in-laws live up close to Tennessee, so they drove straight up there, and they're spending the night up there last night and tonight, and they're going to come down towards Atlanta to my parents' house, spend the night there. So I'm going to swing over there. It's 15, 20 minutes away, and then they're going to come past my house about 15 minutes to my other daughter's house and spend the night there. So I'll be right in between the two of them, and I'm going to take half a day off Tuesday and hang out with them, and then they're driving back down to Florida Wednesday so they can have Christmas at their house with the two little ones.
Nice.
So that's kind of, they're coming to us this year. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Cool.
We just always do all this stuff here with my kids, waking up, and then we normally go to my sister's house, but they're building like a huge addition onto her house. So we've been doing things at my niece's house, which is like right down the street. But my niece is a vegan. Everybody's been bringing food, and my sister's been bringing food. Because here for a Baltimore Christmas, we eat crab cakes. We don't eat turkey and all that shit. We've just always done that. We do that for Thanksgiving, but Christmas time we do like crab cakes, shrimp, like other things,
That would be good.
But we were always worried. I'm like, man, I'm not trying to go over here and have to eat some like vegan, loaf of God knows what, tofu loaf or something. There was some of that stuff there, but thank God they had all the normal foods, because I was going to be like, what is this?
Yeah, we're going to switch it up. I got a 10-pound Boston butt I'm going to smoke for about 5 hours and then put it in the oven overnight at about 250 degrees and let it roll till it's done, and slide over to Mom's, and everybody shows up over there.
Nice.
And then she has to make her annual meatloaf. Best meatloaf in the world.
Nice. Good homemade meatloaf is awesome.
It is, especially if it's your mom's.
Yeah.
Nobody can make it like Mom, that's for sure.
Yeah. How about you, Eric? What are you guys doing, man?
So me, my wife, and my daughter are just going to do low-key Christmas morning here, just us, and then we're going to go over to the in-laws for the rest of the day because they live close by. All my side of the family is like up in Pennsylvania or Ohio or Virginia, so that's kind of too far.
Oh, nice. Is that different for you, living away from your parents and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal, but I hate the cold weather. So I moved out of Pennsylvania when I was like 15. I actually lived in your area for a while, and then I moved down to Florida.
Nice, yeah, because I don't know, like my wife's sister lives in Houston. My in-laws just bought a house there. Their house is already sold, so they're going to be leaving probably February. And my wife still really wants to go there. We're not as of right now. Obviously with some business decisions that I've made, but I don't know. It would be hard for me. I mean, my mom would probably go with me. So, but then I'm the youngest of 5. My other siblings are gonna be like, "What the fuck, dude? You go to Texas and just take Mom with you." But I'm very close with my brother and my one sister, and I don't know. I guess it would be hard to leave them. Especially since my dad passed. I feel like my dad's here. So I don't know. It's just so many things that would be kind of hold me back. My nephew plays baseball at the Naval Academy. Like, there's so much here for me to just pack up and roll.
Yeah, I mean, it's how it is sometimes, though. I've had families spread out my whole life, so I guess no matter where I go, I'm away from somebody.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, well, now my wife. I mean, all of her family, because her family wasn't. They were kind of like. They were really tight knit, like small. They didn't really. Like, she has aunts and uncles here and stuff like that. But now they're all going to be in Texas. So, and we're gonna go visit though. Once my in-laws go down there, they're gonna take us out there, and I know when we're gonna be down there. It's gonna be like, hey, you want to go for a ride? I'm like, oh, look at this house, man. That would be great for you guys. Like, whoa, come on now. I know your tricks.
You got a new job, can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want to necessarily do that. Gary says he sticks with the ham on Christmas. I would do ham. Just, I get tired of the turkey.
Once a year
My
for turkey
sister-in-law
is
does
enough.
the ham. It is.
Yeah, the ham is good.
Sister-in-law, Yeah, she does a ham. I don't know what she does, but it comes out. The whole thing is dark and it just falls apart. I thought she was doing it in some kind of a Coke bath or something, but she says she doesn't do anything. She just puts it in there and it comes out really dark, almost stringy, like a good barbecue, like a good pulled barbecue.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean,
Just
I've never
low
had
and slow.
anything like that. I guess that's what she does, but it is awesome.
I like getting those
Awesome.
spiral hams. We have a place around here where sells good ones that it comes with it comes with the rack to cook it on kind of thing, like because it sits up straight, like the way you cook it, and the way it does, the juices just fall down. And I don't know, because it's kind of like it's not pre-sliced. It's like it is, but it's not. If that makes sense, where they just kind of start it, like little rips in it, like a machine does it, and it has this packet of glaze that you just rub all over it, stick that bad boy in the oven, and that thing comes out so amazing. I used to love frying it the next morning for like eggs and ham and eggs. So damn good. I have that cup, Mr. Steve.
You got one of these?
Yep. I was like, I have that same exact cup. My mom got it for me.
Yeah, I've had it probably a year or so. Keeps it warm for hours. Sit out in the sunroom, and 2 hours later, it's still good.
Yeah, you can't beat them. I'm glad you brought that up, Gary. I wanted to ask that. He said he got a turkey from Miller. Well, I won't say it. The company he works for that I know. A lot of you, do your companies give you a turkey or a ham like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Do they do that?
The company I used to did.
Oh,
did
Mr.
like
Orr, not giving out hams and turkeys. No,
Not to our division anyway.
we don't either. So, but I've used to be a company like we did at my last company. I've worked at other companies that did it, so that's why I was just wondering. But I know you said you did, Mr. Steve.
Long time ago, the big box company, they did in the beginning, and then they kind of went away. Another company I was with in between there and where I'm at now, they would give like a $50 gift card to Publix or Ingles, or y'all don't have Ingles, I don't guess up there, but Publix and one of the big chains, so you can go get what you wanted.
Yeah,
where I'm at now, they don't do that, which is fine. They take care of us anyway. So,
do you guys get Christmas bonuses?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you guys get Christmas bonuses, Eric?
Usually, yeah. I mean, every company I've worked for gives them out.
Okay. Have you received them? I'm just saying, like some people do them at the last minute. Like we had a Christmas party last Wednesday. So we gave them out then. We kind of like we rented out this Mexican restaurant and had like breakfast stuff there, a party, played different games, and it was a really good time. But we were just pulling guys away, kind of one at a time. Just saying, hey, we appreciate you. And Ryan was like, he gave him straight up cash, so no taxes taken out. Just said, here,
nice.
Put some $100 bills in their hand and call it a day.
Don't let your accountant hear that. Our boss was doing that, and it got to the point. He's like, "Where's all this extra cash going?" It's like, we're giving it away. It's like, can't do that anymore. So they throw it on the paycheck and it gets taxed. But they were passing out Visa gift cards for a long time, $100 and $200 Visa gift cards.
Yeah.
And apparently they could write that off versus giving cash. They could go buy that card, then they could write that card off. But I think they kind of exceeded.
Well, it depends on how many people you have, because you could expense so much cash. I mean, even big companies have cash drawers, expenses, petty cash. So as long as you're not, we're not huge, so it's not like it's not like we gave out 20 grand, you know what I mean, to where the accountant's gonna be like, where the fuck did 20 grand go? So there's all ways that you can hide it.
I think we have 220 employees now, last I heard. So
Wow,
that would be a problem.
Yeah. So I mean, at my last company, it would be in your check. Taxes came out, but for me, in there, I used to get like a $5,000 Christmas bonus. That's what I see, and that's what I would take home after taxes.
Wow. Nice.
So didn't get that here.
Yeah.
But it's
It's time to put your resume back out there, then, isn't it?
yeah, no. But the only thing is, I mean, I'd also, get shit on the whole year. So I guess that was like, after punching me all year, it was like, here, keep your mouth shut.
Hush money.
Exactly.
Don't call it cops.
My company took us out to Outback for lunch for a bonus. Well, that's cool. I mean, and to be honest, though, I mean, I know Christmas bonuses are nice, and I do think they're awesome to get, and I do think they're awesome to give. But you don't have to get them, though. I mean, I'm not going to say a company's wrong if they don't give you anything. I mean, from a business standpoint, that's just the truth. Especially, I mean, it's been a shitty year. A lot of businesses are trying to tell, they're going to the government saying, hey, I lost money this year because of A, B, C, D, and COVID. And people are, that's why the government has these programs where they're giving people money back and different things like that. So if you don't have it to give, you don't have it to give. That kind of affects it too. So
I wonder how many are going to the government and getting that money and giving it as Christmas bonuses.
I doubt it. if they're getting that money, they're not giving it as a bonus. Because to qualify for that, it's you have to prove what you lost. And I know our company, compared to if it wasn't COVID, we would be way ahead of the numbers than we are. I mean, we're doing pretty decent, and we'd be way ahead of where we are, and we still qualify to get back, a good chunk of change. So,
yeah, we've done good. Boss man was talking about our number. Services down for the year, but installs have just gone through the roof this year. Everybody's working at home, and now the mister has turned the bonus room into his office, and he's not comfortable, so it's time to fix it.
So just been going with if it can't be fixed with the 8-in-1 Selma unit theory.
Yeah.
No, but I do agree. There's a lot of people that, did the staycations this year and didn't go out, and they used the money to, make repairs on their house or whatever it is. We have this one company that we do work for, a contractor, that they've been doing a whole bunch of little additions, bonus rooms, and then we come in and do like a 1-to-1 mini split or something. It's just part of the deal that they have with us. And, yes, we do, Gary. He said we do the big houses in Annapolis. That's like a waterfront community here that's, for the most part, it's got a little money. That's where the Naval Academy is and all that kind of stuff. Damn it, I forgot what I was saying. People have been replacing a lot more systems. So we've had a lot of system sales. Like our installs are booked out solid between the residential stuff and then commercial jobs that we've been doing. It's been pretty steady. I mean, to the point where we actually need to hire some people. I'm going to start doing interviews like right after Christmas. I got one guy because he used to work for me. I'm doing next week. But other than that, I'm going to do the rest of them after Christmas.
We got like 100 systems from just one customer in South Florida, January, when the new fiscal year hits.
That's crazy.
Residential, commercial?
No, it's commercial.
I think he said he does all commercial stuff.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah. Gary, he said, how many units at them houses? To be honest, some of those are anywhere from 3, 4 up to a couple. We had they had like 9 systems inside of them. So some of them pretty crazy. Pioneer mini splits.
Yeah, I've seen 1 or 2 of those.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's somebody else's they're putting their name on.
Yeah.
I forget who it was, but this one lower end generics. Pick up at your local supply house.
Good luck getting parts in a couple years or ever.
And they all make them, so they're proprietary, where there's something about them that you can't just get some generic one. The way the board screws in, or, they have these things mixed over or something. There's always something about them. They try to make it where they get you.
I got a mini split I'm working on. Go ahead.
I had a VRF account with LG Commercial VRF, and I I was looking at the air handlers, and these coils would fail after within 18 months. And I'm like, this air handler is the same 17-inch wide air handler. I'm like, I wonder. So I talked to my boss. I was putting ream coils in them and just sweating on the LG EEV and putting the sensors back on.
That's
so
funny.
you can get creative with them.
Did it work? You never had any more issues?
I mean, those systems always had issues, but not related to the fact that you put a different coil in it. It didn't know any better.
Yeah, true.
Because these were like regular, like ducted air handler. Like if you walked up to it, you'd think it was just a regular split system, unless you saw what it was hooked to outside. Just when you look in the closet, it's just got a line set coming to it. I mean, the liquid line is insulated, but other than that, you just think it was a normal air handler.
Well, certain counties around here, even traditional residential systems, both lines have to be insulated. So
they're supposed to be if you look at the piping recommendations, but how often is it done?
Yeah, so some counties around here, both lines have to be insulated, and then you have to have UV protection outside. Yeah, and locking refrigerant caps, or they'll fail it.
Yeah, they do that a lot here. But if you look at manufacturers' guidelines, they say to insulate a liquid line in a non-conditioned space. Now, how often is it done? Around me, almost never.
Yeah, it doesn't happen here in Atlanta.
Yeah, it's very uncommon from what I've seen. But if it is recommended, if you think about it, I mean, you kind of want it to be insulated where it's not conditioned, especially in an attic, or if it's a long run outside before it gets in a line chase.
Yeah. Miss Jessica Egan said the reason she asked is because they have one installed in the house that her and Craig are buying. So that's why she was asking. I would find out who your local supplier for that is, and I would. And I would just call him and be like, hey, and just tell him, like, hey, we just bought a house that's got one of your units in it. I was just wondering, this is the model number. Do you guys stock the parts for this? Like, if this thing breaks, I'm going to be able to get stuff for it? And then I would let it go until something happens. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it starts to break down and you can't get stuff, then maybe that's the time you guys need to do a little homeowner special,
Just throw it away and put something better than a mini split in.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know. If it's in a garage, though, I mean, you don't really want to put ductwork in your garage from your central system. That's not a great idea, especially if you're going to park our car in there. But otherwise, I don't recommend them.
Yeah.
If it's a high wall indoor unit down here, they get so nasty.
Yeah, they do here too.
Do you guys deal with a lot of the? Well, never mind. You have the cassettes in your house, right, Eric?
Yeah.
I forgot we talked about that.
They stay really clean. Like, I have never had to do anything to them, and they have the crappy, washable filters.
But that blower that's not a draw through like a regular.
It's a centrifugal. Yeah, it's a centrifugal.
But it blows through the coil, right?
Yeah, and it's on the return side.
Yeah.
But it's just a better blower design, because it's the high walls. It's the blower that gets nasty. The coil's usually okay.
Yeah, the blower wheel stays at dew point all the time. It just stays cold and damp, and then all your junk wants to grow. And it's kind of what I've heard.
It's the design of the blower too, because most air handlers are like that too, but they don't get as nasty as fast for sure.
Yeah. Zach just brought up a good point. What's up, Zach? And what's up, Mr. Albert in here? Zach said, weren't Pioneer and Sanyo are the same, aren't they? I want to say I think he's right. The Pioneer and Sanyo are the same one, because I know
Sanyo do their own stuff or no?
I think so. I know I was looking at some stuff through Samsung for a while, because we were going to do a sponsorship, and I ended up not doing it, but that's where Mr. Jose Della Porta works now, and Mr. Jose's been on the podcast. He's awesome, and some of their stuff is technology-wise, it's not beating Mitsubishi or nothing, but some of the stuff was like actually pretty neat, some of the things they're doing and the way he explains it, and they're just, apparently they're huge over in like the Asian market, and they're trying to, most people think Samsung, they're thinking phones, refrigerators, they're not thinking ductless systems over here. he said, so they're going to try to really start pushing into this market, and so that they're a household name. But some of the stuff that he said, it was definitely pretty cool. Some of the things that they're doing with the technology they're bringing out. They look neat. I mean, it definitely looks good.
Interestingly, I've worked on 3rd and 4th generation commercial LG VRF, and they used Mitsubishi compressors, even though they make their own compressors that they put in other brands of equipment.
That's funny.
Yeah. They know something, or they wouldn't be using them.
They might be doing them by now, but at least those generations had a lot of Mitsubishi parts.
Yeah, well, Mr. Albert Rodriguez in the chat says, evening, boys. He said, it seems most compressor manufacturers are merging, too. Like, they're merging together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're merging, because, I mean, you still have all the big boys. The sad part is, I think it just comes down to the cost of manufacturing. That's really what it comes down to. So some of these, equipment manufacturers, they're not really showing any loyalty. It's all really, like 14 SEER and stuff like that. How you look at, like, I'll use Carrier just as I'm familiar with it. If you go between like the Carrier, comfort, performance, and stuff like that, the same SEER, they're pretty much, it's the same fucking unit. They're just taking things out of it to be able to get that SEER rating. Like, you see the plates, it looks like where everything has the position to go to. That's pretty much all it is when it comes to, it's cut costs, get it down so we can get this electrical rating and this, so that we can meet these standards. We can slap a sticker on it and sell it for this. I mean, that's what manufacturing is,
Exactly.
They just jack up the size of the outdoor coil and pick up the efficiency. I mean, I don't know how many times I've seen a 2-ton compressor sitting inside of a 2.5-ton unit.
Yeah,
the thinking coil's huge.
Yeah.
So
it's business 101.
Yeah,
exactly.
It is.
If you look at 10 and 12 SEER units, they have a compressor that's like full value BTUs in the condenser. But if you look at anything newer, it's like a few thousand under at least.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. That's the only thing I like about when I sell like the inverters and stuff like that. They don't sell them in half sizes. So it doesn't always work out that, because I'll never go up. But if, say, somebody has like a 2.5-ton unit and they want one of those inverter systems, and I go with the 3-ton, because I'm not going to go down, I'm going to go up. Even though going down probably would work, I like doing that, and all the customers have loved it, because that unit never runs at full capacity. Ever. It never has to. That thing can ramp down. And if I went with the 2-ton and went down half a ton, would probably still be able to maintain temperature, but it's going to be ramped up all the time. And if, God forbid, we ever had one of those summers where it is, here, high humidity, real hot for the whole summer, if that unit had to ramp up to kick in a notch, it would be able to. So, I mean, that's what I do with my own units, and I've never had a problem. I mean, I could keep it 68 in here on a fucking 100-degree day if I want to, and those things would damn near keep it that way.
When
those
I first
inverter
started,
units will go up to like 130%, though.
Yeah, they'll crank up.
Yeah, well, I mean, and I have the green ski, so mine will go above me. It'll go up to, I forget what the max RPM is. I want to say it's almost like 6,000 something, 5,000 something RPMs. But they're quiet for the most part. You don't even hear them run. But when they do run high RPMs, when you have something moving at that kind of velocity, you're going to produce noise. There's just no way around it. So that's when they start to get noisy, when they start running, like the 18 SEERs, that's a 5-stage. So when it kicks into that 5th stage, I try to size them accordingly to where that thing only has to kick into that 5th stage, if it really, really needs it. Like, I can go back and look in through the controller, and one guy that I put in, his unit's never seen the 5th stage but one time in 2 years. So, and that guy loves this thing.
That's probably commissioning when they put it in test mode.
To be honest, you're probably right. I didn't even think about that until you just said it. You're probably right.
Does Gary put insulation sound blankets on theirs like Train does or did?
Yeah, over the compressor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole Infinity line does.
They're
Yeah.
still using a regular expansion valve in the indoor units, though, right?
No, the newer ones you can get the EEVs.
Because when I was looking a couple years ago, they would only do in the EEV and the outdoor unit and the heat pump, and an indoor was still a TXV for some reason.
Yeah, well, to be honest, my units are like that, like you just said. But in the brand new ones, when you get them, I'm almost positive you can get the EEVs inside now. I could be, yeah, I'm almost positive with the new Carrier Green Speed, the one that has like the Bluetooth capability. I'm almost positive that you can get the EEV in the indoor unit. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. Because I mean, I know like Ream and them have been doing the EEVs inside for quite a little bit now. Like ever since they changed the outdoor unit, like kind of changed their furnace model. I know they've been doing it.
Yeah, Train's had them for quite a while. I think there's still a TXV on their lower end air handlers that you can get the regular TXV. I think anything above that, they got 5 or 6 different air handler models now, but most of them are the EEVs as well.
Yeah, and I think because I didn't really know Lennox until I came here. I never sold Lennox, never touched it. But I know some of the Lennoxes do because I've seen the guys installing them.
I don't see a lot of that equipment around here.
Yeah, I never really messed with Lennox, and a lot of the Lennox I saw was like low end, like builder's grade shit. At a couple of these developments we had, it was either Comfort Maker shit or Lennox shit. There was 2 builders in there. One used Lennox, one used Comfort Maker, and the Lennox worked better than the Comfort Maker there. I mean, it could have had a lot to do with the people installing it, but there was a lot of like 6-7-year-old systems with heat exchangers, going bad on the Comfort Makers that we weren't having those problems on the Lennoxes over there. But I think it was a lot to do with the builder and the company doing it versus the equipment, just to be honest. So
I'm sure. I was at this lady's house yesterday was today, Saturday. Big, beautiful town, 4-story townhome. And she was complaining about her airflow, and she's a pretty smart lady for the most part. We got to talking about duct work and duct design, show her where they had just crushed a bunch of her ductwork to get it up through the ceiling. It's in a closet down in the garage. Pointed some things out. She says, "Yeah, I was one of the first ones to buy in this complex, and it was still under construction when we bought it. And I came and I noticed that each floor they had the ductwork running right down the middle of each floor. I guess they were going to branch out. And she told them that she wasn't going to have that. They had to do it a different way because they were going to frame it in, of course. But she didn't want that boxed in look in her house." And I said, "Well, that's you
get what you deserve.
You screwed the pooch right there, man. I'm sorry."
It's when you say, "Hey, bitch, stay in your lane."
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I hate it when people see, like, we have this, like the one builder that I was talking about earlier they had us come into a job, and you guys know, normally when you're doing, especially a build like that, HVAC is first. Okay, we're the first ones in. Exactly, we should be. The plumbers can run their pipes next to our ductwork. Electricians can run their stuff next to our ductwork. Ductwork's got to be where it's got to be. Okay, in our mind, we're trying to get a certain amount of airflow from point A to point B, yada yada yada. Well, they had already ordered kitchen cabinets. Oh my God, they're already ordered. There's nothing we can do. We can't cancel. They're like, we need to take this whole trunk line and just get rid of it. But we still need airflow going to all the rooms above it. And I said, well, you better get your magic genie and start rubbing on that motherfucker, man. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I was like, what are you? And I was like, well, we can try to take, a bulkhead on this side, like flip it on the other side. And she's like, can you put it inside that beam? I was like, what? I was like, no, I can't put it inside the beam. It was one of those, what the hell do they call it? It's one of those ones where it's load bearing, but it's like it's a beam, and then they put like a wooden cover over top of it, so it's hollow, and they run stuff inside of it. There's an actual name for it, but I forget.
The prefab trusses.
Something like that. And I was like, no, I can't run it inside of there. There's no way for me to do that. So one of my guys, he came up with a way to do it. I mean, it's not going to be the best way, and I made them sign off. I said, this is not the way that we intended to do it. It's not the way I would have liked to do it, but you guys didn't want to mess up your kitchen. You want your cabinets a certain way. So I made the homeowner and the contractor sign a paper saying, don't you call me after this saying, oh, airflow's not going to this bedroom, because I don't want to hear it, because this is not the way we wanted you to do it. And nobody gave a damn. And they're like, oh, no, it's fine. I said, I know it's fine, because don't call me afterwards. I'm not coming back here. If I do come back, it's not for free. So these people just don't understand.
I don't miss that, because when I used to have to deal with that down here, and they do everything out of flex duct and fiberglass, so you get no respect for ductwork. It's like, oh well, the electrician was already here. Too bad. Put 100 offsets in your duct, and it's like, okay, well, what about airflow? And they're like, what do you mean? And then there's no airflow, and they're like, why is there no airflow? Or they'll be like, oh, there's a light going here. You have to make that duct smaller. It's like, okay, the duct will be smaller, but that means less air will come out of it than what's the original design. And then nobody cares until the end of the job when there's a comfort complaint. And it's like, don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Everything was more important until it wasn't.
Yeah, well, we had Baltimore City here, which you guys can just only imagine how it is there. We're talking about the city that burns itself down. But I went into this house, and the lady, she's like, hey, it's my mom's house. We're redoing it. She was like, I need to get a price on a new system. She's like, I definitely want to keep it cheap. I was like, okay, gotcha. Go downstairs. Everything's ripped out. The house has got it. She was like, I want just the system. I was like, okay. She was like, we'll get somebody else to run power to it, the gas, and do all the duct work. And I was like, okay. And she was like, what kind of warranty you give? I said, nothing. She was like, what do you mean? I said, first of all, ma'am, we're just going to step away from this job. I don't want to be affiliated with it. I said, second of all, I said, I can't warranty other people's work. So how can I just get a system, just sit the damn... So pretty much you're going to take the furnace, put the coil on top, run the refrigerant lines outside, sit the outdoor unit, put a cage over it, and then call it a day. Like, how can I warranty that? Like, I can't warranty that. And I was like, so at first I gave her some high price, and then I was like, you know what, just to be, because, I didn't want it, but just God forbid she did call back. I was like, you know what? I removed the bid from the system. I was like, yeah, we're just going to walk away from this job. It's something we don't want to be involved in. So.
Good call.
Yeah, don't want
Good
that.
call.
Potato soup, carb crush in full effect. You fellas have a great night. You too, Mrs. Jessica. Hope if any of you leave, and God forbid I don't see you, I wish you guys all a Merry Christmas. Be safe. Enjoy your families, and I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you very much for all the support.
Merry Christmas, Jessica.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're gonna sing.
Cheers.
We're gonna sing Christmas carols in a little while. We got it all planned. We have uniforms and everything.
She's gonna miss it.
Yeah. La 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 we have a whole Christmas play and everything.
Can't leave now.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, no, we won't go, too long tonight, but it's I'm going to start doing more themes. I have some other people that might bring it on, and just start picking like one theme and then get everybody's perspective and then pick a fight with somebody,
Go.
Exactly. That's what the internet's for, is fighting with people you don't know about things that don't matter.
Yeah, but plus I think when you really have healthy debates on something is how you learn. And when people admit that, like if me and you were debating about a topic and we both thought we were right, but you proved points like, no, Gil, this is why this, and this happens. I'm not afraid to be like, damn, dude, like I didn't know that. Like, fuck. But I just learned something. I just became better because I learned something. People are too afraid to admit that. It's, oh, fuck you. Fuck your mom, man. Fuck you.
They have to set aside their ego and their pride to do that.
Yeah.
And that's those two things are what's standing in their way of being a better, not only technician, but probably person in general.
Yeah.
So
There you go. Albert Rodriguez says, "Got to know when to fold them. Got to know when to hold them. Know when to walk away."
R.I.P. Kenny Rogers.
Yeah. Old Kenny.
He used to live down the street from me here.
Oh,
About 2 or 3 miles back in his heyday. He had a big old mansion over here, big old pasture, and beautiful swimming pool. And it was a house. Forget if it was him or Burt Reynolds actually lived in it for a while as well. He and Lonnie were an item. And it is actually a church now.
That's funny.
And, yeah. It's their main office, and I think they do some kid stuff in there, but it's pretty wild. I mean, the bathtubs and the bedrooms are unbelievable in that place. They didn't gut it at all. It's still like it was, and the swimming pools and the big barbecue grills and hangouts around the pool. And
you able to like see in there? I mean, were you able to get in there or?
Yeah, it's the church office now.
Oh.
So yeah, we had actually I went to that church for a little while, and the master bedroom is where we had our midlife crisis adult class, I guess you could call it.
Interesting.
But yeah, it was awesome. It was a really, really cool place. Falling apart though, a home like that takes a ton of maintenance. But anyway,
there's a Burt Reynolds Park somewhat near me, and he had a museum he lived in Jupiter, Florida, I guess, when he died, or he had a house out here, and he had a museum. And I did work above the museum were office spaces. The building looked like some like weird Mayan pyramid, and I actually did some work in that building many years ago. It was interesting.
Nice. Well, I think I've said this before. I mean, you guys have seen the movie Rudy, right? The football movie.
Been away too long for me to
I'm
remember.
trying to think of what else you would have been in. Anyway, well, the football movie Rudy about like Notre Dame football, and it's got the guy from Goonies in it. I'm pretty sure he's the guy from Goonies.
There's I know of the movie, I just can't remember it vividly.
Yeah, so there's the guy who I forget his name, the actual football player, and there's the black guy who I think he was like in like the Rock, the show The Rock or whatever. Who was like the attendant in he like does like the grounds at the stadium, and that's who Rudy like sees and gives him a place to sleep and whatnot. Anyway, the black guy lives in Maryland. I forget what the hell is his name, dude. Now it's gonna fucking bother me. Did you see Isaiah in here? Isaiah's asking for what's the link, but I haven't even seen him in here.
Not in the chat.
Yeah, I think he sent me something.
Yeah, that's something neat. I've enjoyed. A little neat thing about this industry is some of the homes we get to go in. I was in a home the other day that Elton John used to own, and he bought it as a guest house for his buddies that would come over. And nice, beautiful swimming pool out back, and then above got the swimming pool, and then big wall. Then they had this huge hangout place up there. It had a hot tub that would hold 30 people. You imagine getting in a hot tub with 30 people?
I don't want to imagine that.
I know.
Especially not 30 strangers.
No, well, they're probably not all strangers. But
hey, it was back in the 70s when sex was safe and drugs were cheap, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. We've got an old family friend, and his parents and my parents were friends before I was born. And anyway, he is the sound guy for Elton John, does all his soundtracks and does everything, backup pianist for him. And when I was there, I took a picture of it and sent it to him and asked him if he remembered this place. And he said, didn't remember. What is it? And I told him. He said, oh, yeah, that's the, I forget what he called it. But no, he'd never been there, thank goodness. But it was the customer was telling me how it was still decorated the way he decorated it when she bought it, and just black gold lace curtains everywhere, padded walls for just sound, and it was a guest house for his guests, but he had a bedroom there for him. And they had gone out to, when he goes shopping, he goes to Neiman Marcus, a place called Saks Fifth Avenue and all that here in Atlanta. Yeah. And they shut down the whole store for him. I mean, there's nobody in that store, in that mall at all when he shows up.
That's crazy.
He just goes, picks everything out that he wants. It's like this, and then his keepers take all the stuff to the house and they line his closet up, and he just shows up wherever he wants to a fully stocked house.
That's awesome. Twisted Candle Company, thank you. His name's Charles Dutton. That's the guy I was talking about. Not that that's like, you're like, oh, I know who that guy is. But yes, that is his name. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
He's faster on Google than you are.
I didn't even do it. I was messaging Isaiah back.
Oh, okay. I just looked up the guy. Yeah, I've definitely seen him and stuff.
Yeah, I would say he's a very familiar face, but yeah, he lives in Maryland. He was one of my accounts at my last company, and I think he got sick something for a while because we deal with his sister and didn't see him. And then we started seeing him again, and then I didn't work there anymore. But yeah, he's got a huge ass property. Driveways fucking like seems like it's 10 miles long just to get to his house.
Is Isaiah coming in?
Yep, Mr. Isaiah is coming in. All I see is screen
I've
link.
seen we had 2 professional athletes as customers and companies I work for, but the second
What's up, Gil?
Tell you
hey, buddy.
He is.
Yep. I don't have my webcam working tonight. My freaking game capture card screwed up and fried.
Oh, well, that's no bueno.
Nope. I paid about $300 for this freaking thing, and it already went out. What's up, Eric? What's up, Steve?
How do we know it's really you then?
I've been pretty good.
How do we know it's really you? Isaiah's got that voice that it's very signature. It's like a radio host. We know it's Isaiah.
I'll take y'all's word for it, I guess.
Isaiah, he's probably just sitting there with like no pants on or something and doesn't want us to see. So
you're very correct about that, Gil.
For these, you only have to wear a shirt. Just remember to close your camera when you stand up.
Right, yes, sir. But let me download the Elgato screen link so y'all can see me. 1 second.
All right, buddy. What's up, Bill? Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, Bill.
Mr. Curious HVAC guy.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about get excited right now. Eric and Gil and Mr. Steve. I just scored a free service bed for my personal truck.
That's awesome.
Nice. I just got a new service body truck Wednesday.
Nice. How do you like it? How is it?
I love it. It's a F350, and it's got the 60-inch high, 20-inch deep bins.
Dually.
Single rear axle, so it's actually like a regular size truck, which is pretty nice. So I don't have any issues with parking and opening the bins. I was looking at it and I was like, telling my buddy, I'm looking at this truck, and I'm like, I like this truck a lot. I'm going to go look at it. And he's like, why, man? It's single rear axle. I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. That makes me like it better. He's like, not me.
Bill said, if you're wearing pants, raise your hand. Sorry.
It's just one of life's mysteries.
Yeah. Guess you'll never know until I stand up. If you see balls or not.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What was it? Which oar was that, Nathan? In the bathtub? Did you see that one, Gil? That was.
Oh yeah.
That was a disturbing show.
I remember
know
that
Nathan
one.
Orr, but I didn't see that, and I'm glad because I know Nathan Orr. So, what kind of service bed did you get for your truck?
I got that's off my dad Papa Bear's old service truck. So it came off of a C10 Chevrolet pickup. It's old. It's an old school bed. I'll send a picture to Gil, 2 pictures to Gil, and let him show y'all. It's pretty nice. All I got to do is paint it, and that's it. Fix the locks on it. It's ready to go.
I think I saw the pictures. Didn't you put it on Facebook or somewhere, bud?
Yeah, I did.
I think I did see them.
Those locks are so easy. They're like the little cam locks. It was like what? It's like a big nut that goes around them on the back. You unscrew that, you can put whatever lock you want back in.
Yeah, Dusty Gates in here said, just got a Ford all-wheel drive. I don't know if that's supposed to be an F or it says T350. I'm assuming it's supposed to be an F350.
It's a new model.
Yeah, the KUV 2020. Love all the room. Here, I'll put it up on the screen so everybody can see it.
I had a KUV before this truck, and I gave it to another tech. The KUVs are nice, but you still have to walk in the back for stuff.
Yeah. Bill said we try to do all of our interviews from bathtubs.
That's right. From the 30-person Elton John guest bathtub.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be a live show. All you guys just, sitting around smoking cigars, chest hair sticking out.
That's right.
Underwater cams.
Yeah, no underwater cams. Yeah, we don't want to see these fellas. Whether they're packing heat or not is none of our business.
Yep. Matter of fact, I'm doing the new 64 stage carriers we're putting in.
Oh yeah, the new
Yes,
green
sir.
speeds.
Yes, sir. The extreme green speed.
Nice.
I've
It's
heard
got
of that. They're using
64
scroll now.
stages.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't think it's an extreme green speed. The extreme is the Bryant version. The green speed is the carrier version. So it should be that there's the Bryant. Well, no. I could be wrong. No, I'm sorry. Because there's the Bryant Evolution. But no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because that's, yeah. So carrier, Infinity, green speed, Bryant, Evolution, extreme. That's what it is. Yeah. So you're talking about like the Bluetooth ones, right? The ones who have like the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth capability to be able to service it and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're I
How
haven't.
does that work as far as the Bluetooth? Have you seen one yet? Or had to deal with one?
I have not. I haven't had to deal with one yet. Wherever I move, I'm gonna have them. I'm gonna put them in my house. Here lately, the best bang for the buck around here has been the 18 SEER 5 stage. I've been getting the rebates on them. I mean, I've been selling them like hotcakes, and people have been loving them. And for the price, you just haven't been able to beat them, So, because the way it works, the rebates, I just pass it on to the customer, and then I give it to them up front, So I worry about getting it back. So if it's a $14,000 system and I get $4,000 in rebates from all the different people,
Correct.
and they pay $10,000,
Yep. So I got some new shirts made, Gil.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll send you a picture of them. I got a white one, a green one, and a black one.
Nice.
Yeah, they're really nice. They came out really good. I've been
Cool.
impressed with this company since I started dealing with them.
Did you just get them made locally?
Online right there in Delray Beach, Florida.
That's by me.
Hey,
An hour south.
before I forget, I wanted to say this. I said it on a somewhere else, I think, a video. I was recently a guest on a podcast. It's called the Air Conditioning Podcast. It is two brothers. I think it's Shane and Brad Rawson. They are from Australia. And it was an awesome time talking to those guys, just seeing the different things of how it is over there in Australia versus how it is here. And it's an amazing podcast. You guys should check it out. They let me get a copy of the video, so I'm probably going to put the video portion of that podcast up on this channel. Cool. But go check out their podcast. It's called the Air Conditioning Podcast. Like I said, two brothers, Shane, and I want to say the other brother's name is Brad. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. I'm pretty sure his name is Brad. But anyway, let me see. It should say it right here.
What was the biggest takeaway you got from that? The difference between the U.S. and over there?
Well, for one, just like how they change the season, like for us, we're going into our slow time, like winter, and for them, it's summer. Like Christmas to them is like 110 degrees. They're swimming on Christmas. Like, I guess it's like Florida. I don't know. But, and it's just weird about how they call things like they're almost going to be like Canada where there's no 80% furnaces. He said that they do like almost everything over there is an inverter. They don't sell basic stuff. They don't have SEER. It's some kind of star rating, and it has to be within a certain range. Trying to remember it was all kind of stuff, but it was really, really cool. Apparently it's been a family business, but it was funny like talking to them because apparently they have it's all like subcontractors and stuff, like the way the business worked. And I don't know, it was just really, really neat hearing all the different things compared to how it is here. It was pretty wild. They were really, really cool guys. It was a blast talking to them. We're gonna try to get them on our podcast as a guest, but yeah, go show them guys some loves. They were really, really cool, dude. And it's the Air Conditioning Podcast. It says Hot Topics, Cold Hard Facts. I told them to start a Facebook group. I don't know if they have yet.
Yeah, I just sent you the pictures, Gil, of the uniforms.
All righty, let's see.
Yeah, and I've been a subscriber of yours, Eric, for a long time since I started watching you.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Yeah, anytime, brother.
I don't think I've seen you comment that much or ever that I can remember, but thanks for watching anyway.
Yeah. I'm still around. Been sticking around lately.
Well, hey, I don't mean to butt in here, but the shirts look awesome. But that one picture you sent with you wearing the shirt, you got one hell of a wedgie on you, boy.
Yeah, my guy took that.
Yeah, boy, your butt's hungry. That's what my brother used to tell my daughters when they run around. He's like, "Hey, your butt's hungry. You better get that out of there."
Yeah, and believe it or not, you know what I did do that was pretty dumb?
What's that?
I caught my brand new work pants on a freaking roofing nail crawling through the attic.
Oh, it happens.
Tore a hole right through the back.
It happens. Let's see. Dusty Gates says, what plans do you have for the podcast in 2021? Well, one thing, Dusty, is the video podcast will be out. We've already actually started that. I'm going to start releasing the video podcast so you guys will be able to see the video version. Also, behind the scenes, me and Ryan, my partner Ryan, the company that I work for, we are in the process of trying to get a building where we are actually going to have like it's not just going to be it's going to be our offices. We're going to do some other things with it, but we're going to have a designated like YouTube studio. So there's definitely some things in mind. I'm not going to go into details, so I'm going to wait till it happens, but definitely got some things coming. So
yeah.
We'll see how it works out. I appreciate you asking that, Dan. Thanks, man. We have a really good one coming out this Monday. It was supposed to be out last Monday. It's actually just me and Kelly, but it is a really, really good one. I think everybody's really going to like it.
Yeah. When are you going to be on Joe Rogan, though? What day is that again?
Probably a cold day in hell. It's like, no, not that I wouldn't do it. I would love to be on Joe Rogan. That would never happen.
I email him every day, but he just never gets back to me.
I bet. I emailed Joey Diaz one time and responded, and it was actually him. Asking about his show, and because he even said one time that he responded like he's like I don't have nobody answer. He's like, if I do respond back to you, he's like, it's me. I don't, you know what I mean? And it wasn't anything special. I just really like he's a dirty kind of humor. I like that, but I also just like about how Joey Diaz grew up and what he's done with himself and how he just kind of keeps it real with people trying to survive in life. So I've always liked that kind of stuff, and I listened to his podcast and wrote an email one time, and he wrote it back, and I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah. Then he read my question on a live thing one time. I was like a little kid. I was like, oh my god, that's me. Oh, he read my question. I was like, what a nerd.
Yeah, but I just saw, heard something, and I hit close to home for me. Thinking about you, Gil, one of the players for your hometown team, football team. He had just passed, just a few days ago.
Who?
His number 28.
Chris
Can't
McAllister?
remember. Yeah, I think that was his name, but he died of a heart attack at 28. Thursday night, he had passed away from a heart attack.
Oh, yeah, no, that wasn't Chris McAllister because he wouldn't be 28. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he played for us and then didn't make it in the league and doing dumb stuff. And I did hear that. My son told me. Tyler.
Yep.
Hey, come here. I got a
I want to
question.
start, getting into commercial, Eric.
Huh?
I want to start getting into commercial HVAC because I prefer that over residential AC.
Yeah, I prefer it too. I don't like dealing with people or especially addicts
Right.
down here in Florida.
Yeah, I had a something pretty scary happen to me climbing up on a roof. Dude, so I got to the top, and if I went to step on the roof, my freaking ladder, came up from under me, and I hurried up and jumped off of the ladder, made it onto the roof.
Mm.
Dude,
That
just scared the shit out of me when that happened.
Well, that's what I was going to
bet.
guess. You shit your pants, but that wasn't it.
Nope, dude, I was
Yeah,
cursing like a sailor. I was so scared.
Let me see it. That player you were talking about, my son just showed me. What's his name? Lorenzo what? What? I don't know. He's not that important. I don't care. Here.
R.I.P. that guy. Sucks
Yeah.
sucks for him and his family this season, though.
Yeah, definitely. It wasn't.
Anytime really,
Yeah.
but the holidays makes it worse,
Yeah,
right?
you know what? I just quit. Messing with Gil.
What's that?
Fortnite. I just quit messing with.
Well, that's good. You can start, doing some other things at that time.
I've only
constructive.
told one of my guys that works for me on YouTube quit on me.
Yeah.
He's like, man, fuck you, dude. I don't need you no more. I know more about YouTube now. But I'm gonna be pissed if he starts a channel after all the stuff I've done for him.
Wow. It's all right, man. It's
Yeah.
a dog eat dog world, buddy. It is
It's
what it
just
is.
the internet. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
That's
And
why
I had my ex-girlfriend prank call me yesterday, and I prank called her, and got my revenge.
Well, if you guys
Well,
know who
I
it
didn't
is,
hear the
it's
end of
not
that.
really a prank call, right?
Nope. I disguise my voice as how I pranked her.
Oh.
Sounded like an older fellow, about 50 years old. That sounded like
An
A real
older
deep
fella like
voice.
Mr. Steve.
Right. Old worn out.
Yeah. I used to like bend over and take a picture of like, your junk hanging from the back, and then I would send it to people and be like, hey, I was thinking about you for the holidays, so I wanted to send you a fruit basket. But they didn't really find it as funny as I did. So
Yep.
Somebody's got to make a Steve Lav soundboard to prank call people with.
Yeah, matter of fact, real
I think
quick,
somebody made
soundboard.
that. I think somebody has that.
Yeah, someone did make that actually.
Yeah,
Steve came out with it.
Yeah, I forget
can
who
do
did
it.
that, but somebody did. Was that Rick? Did HVAC Survival do that? Was that Rick that did that?
One place you gotta come visit, Gil, Eric, and Steve. If you ever come to New Orleans,
Where's that?
it's Gerald's Cafe. You gotta come visit in Chalmette.
Nice.
I've always wanted to go to New Orleans, but I don't see that happening for a while.
Yeah, Gerald's got the best. I found their donuts to be good and good food.
Ooh, nice.
They
Gotta
got
come.
and it's giant portions too.
What makes like a good like po' boy? Like what I've always heard about them, but what makes a po' boy?
Dude, you got me right there. I haven't even learned that yet.
Oh damn it! You live in New Orleans? That's like somebody coming asking me about crab cakes, man. I will tell them. I will write down how to pick the crab.
Like Steve, like shrimp is the most popular po' boy around here, and roast beef.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to get me one of those.
Hey, if you want to take a gravy bath, dude, they have one po' boy shop around here that people come from all around the world for it too. Just take a gravy bath.
A gravy bath?
Yep. Yes, sir. Pyran's po' boys. I mean, they smother that thing in gravy. You gotta have a freaking, a towel all over
okay.
to stop the gravy.
My mind was going a different direction. Okay, we're good. Because I was like, I've done some weird shit, but I don't know about bathing in gravy. I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, but what the hell?
Sounds like it's gonna be a tough time.
Live
to
stream
clean
in
up.
the bathtub.
Yeah, I'll dip a toe in the gravy train. It's all good.
Live Live stream from a bathtub full of gravy.
Yeah, there you go, Bill. You know, that's where you guys, no more just bathtubs. It needs to be a bathtub full of fucking gravy.
Hey, Gil. Hey, remember that other Randy on Facebook? The guy with the hat, the guy in the hat with his emblem on Facebook. Well, they got a guy on Facebook that's friend with somebody that bribes people and records them and poses as a chick going around on Facebook and making you pay him $500 to delete a video of you. That happened to me.
What?
Dude, a guy poses a chick, records you, and bribes you, blackmails, makes you pay him $500 to delete the video, and he ruined your life. My life got ruined because of him.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, and I exposed his ass on YouTube.
You need to stay off the goddamn internet, man. I don't have those kind of problems.
Nope. And Randy, he's Randy's friend. I'm on my business. Plus, I got some family connections that those guys don't want to play those kind of games.
Right. I'll make them have unpaid taxes and all kind of other stuff. So I got friends in high places.
Yeah, I tell you what, he had me laughing up a storm one time was old Eric. One of his older videos. And you had me cry. You had me laughing, dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude, it was just funny.
Which one was that?
When you find I got that, God damn it! You got me laughing.
I was gonna say, what? You choking? Get him! Resuscitate that boy.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking of? It's funny when you ran into the run cab bandit. That's on that carrier package unit, 15-ton. That's what I was laughing about. Cause I just find that so funny when people see the run cab bandit.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, I'm sure. I don't remember exactly which video, but I'm sure I did it. I've done a
I ran into the run cab bandit, Gil, about four times in 2 years.
That's actually kind of low. Normally, I'm surprised you don't see it more than that. The sad part is there's too many.
The run cab bandit was working on AC right next door to my house. He was right next door, and I saw him.
You get a picture. You gotta post him so we can all know who he is because we've been elusive run cab bandit.
Is his first name John?
Nope. I think it's William or something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, thinking about a different person. Sorry.
Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, one guy told me, Steve, like, dude, you high? No, I said, I'm just fucking goofy.
Are you high? I'm high on life, mister.
Yeah, I'm just fucking goofy.
It's all right. Just having a good time. If you guys want to chat for a second, I gotta take a leak. I will be right back.
You go right ahead.
You know what I ended up having? Hey, you have good luck with a True Tech, Eric?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is he all right there?
Yeah. I think Steve, y'all had any good luck with True Tech tools lately?
I've ordered from them occasionally in the past.
Yeah, I just had a bad experience with them.
Oh, no.
Basically, what they did, they sent me the wrong tool. They won't even send a return RMA for it, so I'm keeping the tool. They sent me the wrong one. I'm keeping that thing. Just to show them I ain't done it. If y'all want somebody to return RMA, I'm keeping it.
Call down there and talk to Bill. He'll hook you up.
Yeah. Yeah, Greg, I'm not a fan of that dude.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I hadn't ordered from him in quite a while. Actually, my boss, he does all the ordering, so that way he gets all the points, and then end of the year he just goes crazy and buys all kind of stuff with his points and passes stuff out.
You get points.
Hey, have you ever used the IFCON DTEC Stratus, Eric?
I have not. I've been using is it the SLR8 or the SRL8 from Field Piece?
SLR8.
Yeah, I've been using that one.
Yep. That's a pretty dang good leak detector. I know the NorCal Refrigeration, Dave, they had the H10. Pro and the FCON DTEC Stratus and the H10 in the SRLA beat the H10 and found a leak so small that the H10 couldn't pick up.
The SRL is really, I'm conflicted about it because it's really good on like the highest sensitivity setting, but when you try to like go to medium or low, it's like kind of not very useful to me anyway. But
Right.
I mean, it's never let me down, but it's like, why do they even put medium or low on it? Because it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. You know what I do? You know what I do collect badges off old tags, Eric, off old ACs.
Uh-huh.
And I got a pretty good collection so far. The
You
one
got a
tag
sundial?
at 3. No, sir.
No, not yet. I've seen 2 in my life, and 1 is still running.
Yeah, you know, 2 of them, 3 of them. 1 I'm still after. 2 at 3 actually is a York, Avcon, and a Coleman tag I'm still after.
Well, you got to add sundial to your list now.
Yeah, Sundial's my next, and I've been one. You know, one of them that I've always wanted to get is an Armstrong Air. You know, tag.
I'll see if I can dig you some up. We got a lot of old equipment we get changed out. How about a Moncrief? You ever seen or heard of a Moncrief?
No, sir. I can't say I have.
Big, huge furnace, giant, single burner.
Yeah, let me get my tags real quick, and I'll show you which one I just scored the other day. Let me go find them real quick.
We don't have a camera.
Ah.
Yeah, never heard of that brand.
Send a picture of it to Gil so we can show y'all.
There you go.
That's what I was going to do anyway. Send it to Gil and let him see it.
Yeah, I've never heard of that brand. The weirdest one I've ever seen was that sundial. I've seen 2.
What is that? Just a AC?
I've only seen the air handlers. I don't know if they've ever made an outdoor unit. It's a ducted multi-position air handler. And the one that I know of right now is at a customer's place. And this is hilarious. I did a YouTube video on how it was hung. They hung it from chains. It's horizontal.
I can't believe I shit my pants.
And they backed out the screws on the service panel, and that's what the chain's resting on. So you literally can't take the service panel off the unit or it would fall out of the ceiling.
Yeah, I changed my pants. I thought it was a fart, but it was a little too much.
We didn't see the pants you were wearing before, so you can't prove that you actually changed them.
Or he has any on.
Exactly.
Oh my God, my back.
You're not laying down in the bathtub now, are you?
Covered in gravy.
Maybe that's what it is. It's gravy, I swear.
Covered in gravy and crab carcasses.
I'm wearing no pants.
You know what my 2021 New Year's resolution is, Gil?
What's that?
Getting in shape.
Getting in shape. I think that's everybody's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every year.
Although I keep not being a dick, but I keep myself in pretty good shape.
You know what I just started doing, Gil, in my spare time is doing YouTube gaming on YouTube.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say use your left hand. Because I do that sometimes.
Switch hands.
Yeah, I started doing YouTube gaming on the side.
Have you tried that new one they have out, Parlor? I heard people are switching over to that Parlor thing because YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter are a bunch of fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about Cyberpunk, the new game that came out?
Can't say that I have, buddy.
Dude, they literally quit. You know, Sony literally deleted it off of their store. I'm dead serious. And,
I believe
completely quit making it for PlayStation. Now it's an Xbox exclusive game now, which I find that's pretty damn stupid. But hey, it is what it is.
That's crazy.
You know, we have a new brand out by Train, Eric. Run True by Train.
Mm-hmm.
That's their like low end stuff that took the place of Ameristar, isn't it?
Yeah, that freaking Chinese trash.
Hey, don't you let Curtis hear that. Curtis will fight you to the death. You talk about Ameristar.
I got a flat coil for an Ameristar front return air handler, and this box that it came in, I swear, have you ever seen Indiana Jones with the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah.
I think it was that box, and all that was in it was this little slab coil. Like, and it was so funny because they're like, "Are you gonna take this box?" I'm like, "No," and it was a warranty coil too. I'm like, "No, leave that thing here. I'll go change the coil and bring it back." I brought the coil back, and then they were harassing me. They're like, "Do you have the box?" I'm like, "No, I left it on your dock. You guys have it." And they're like, "We don't have the box." And I'm like, "Well, that sounds like your problem."
Yeah.
Because they had to send it back in that thing. I mean, it wouldn't even fit in a van. You couldn't even put it in your truck.
Wait a
It
minute.
was huge. You
That's
could have put a
crazy.
person in this thing.
That's
With a little
crazy.
2-ton coil in that big old box.
Yeah, it was a 2.5-ton flat slab coil.
Oh, Lord. So you tell
When
your
they brought
parts
it out,
on-
I said, "No, that's got to be the wrong thing." And I went back in, and they're like, "No, it's the right one." So I opened it right there. I'm like, buried under all these layers of packing foam was the coil. I'm like, "All right, I'm taking just this. You guys can hold the box. I'm not taking that thing."
Yeah, real quick question. Will I be able to share my my screen with you guys?
You don't have a camera.
No, like on my desktop itself. To share the desktop screen.
I guess you can.
Let's see.
Gil, are you recording the screen with a camera?
I'm recording the recording.
You see my
It's
screen?
like Inception right now. It's still the blue generic screen. So
You
nothing has changed
motherfucker.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
would-
it like know what I did? I literally did, Gil. I call it. One of my guys. What his girlfriend? I went through her account and found out she was cheating on him from day one of his relationship with her. And he's an AC guy.
Well,
So-
that's no bueno. Way to be the bearer of bad news there, Isaiah.
Women
Yes,
are
sir.
savages.
Yeah, they are. Especially, and they some of them do be crazy, mentally crazy.
Yes, they are.
Everybody smile.
You know, no, as a matter of fact, I went to an airflow class, Eric.
Nice. My least favorite thing to tinker with, but a necessary evil, as they say.
You know what they were teaching us about, Gil, on that airflow class?
What's that, buddy?
The MERV, the MER FPR 13 filters, Eric and Steve.
Uh-huh.
They were saying that basically those filters cause more problems, than they're worth.
Well, what's the joke about the 3M filter heat? It moves the same amount of air whether you remove the plastic or not.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they say
Doesn't
to
let
stay
anything
with the one with the
through,
purple,
even air.
frame, Eric. They say stay clear away from them, and nothing but problems. They cause, it was. And look, if you let it they get plugged up so quick, and the pleats are so tight, it restricts airflow. That's what my instructor had said.
Yeah.
I've done some anecdotal field tests, but I've seen like the 1-inch filter rack that comes in an air handler and use like the standard pleated filter, like the standard low, whatever they're called.
Yeah, all you need is a FPR 8. Is all we use. Whatever.
And that filter is 0.6 inches water column without any ductwork attached.
Right.
0.6
So-
across the filter.
Just the filter.
Wow.
So there goes all your rating for your unit before you even
all
connect it
gone,
to
yeah.
ductwork.
It's all gone.
That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
interesting. We
Yep.
have that talk at our shop every once in a while on airflow, and we pull out the charts on CFM and what size each filter can handle as far as the CFM, and it's really amazing. I think if everybody could take a little airflow class on filter pressure drop, I think it would open up a lot of eyes to open up the avenue to go to 4-inch filters or dual returns or.
Any job I can put a media on, we always, if there's room and we can make it work, I include it in every install just for that reason. And every customer loves it.
It works great
we
for the
put 'em
first
in.
year until they forget to change it, right?
Or if they keep our maintenance plan, we'll change it for them every 6 months. They don't have to worry about it. We'll bring out the filter, change it for them. And most people like that because then they never have to worry about it. We just include it in our maintenance.
Most
Hey, Gil,
of
I
our
just sent you the
customers
picture
buy
of the
their own.
undead. I just sent you the picture, Gil.
Okay, buddy.
Do
Y'all been,
y'all do dual returns or you just stick with single returns, Gil?
We'll do a dual return whenever we can, if we have the space to do it. Or if it's like a new build and we're designing it and I can design it in there, then I'll definitely do it. I won't lie and say we do it on like every job. Sometimes it won't fit. There's not enough space to put it in there.
Yeah, we put one in on every job. I mean, just no charge. We just put it in.
Well, it's built in the price. I wouldn't say no charge.
Well, yeah. It's built up. A box, it's not that much.
Nothing in life is free, though.
You got that right.
And if they buy 4 or 5 filters off of you, you at least made your money back. But
here, I'll try to help Isaiah. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's his.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Yep. That's his, the bit thing for the back of his truck.
Yeah. Very cool. What color are you going to paint it?
The same color as my truck.
Which is?
Dude, you get so hard to tell because it constantly changes the colors depending on the light. Sometimes it'll look green, sometimes it'll look blue, sometimes it'll look black. It's hard to tell. I gotta look in the door to find out what color it is.
Look in the door jams, find out what color your truck is.
Yeah, they got a tag on it.
So what is it like? Just change color, or are you just gonna like throwing shit through a screen? I mean, just kind of see whatever sticks there.
I'm gonna let you see it real quick, Gil.
Yeah, show it to me. I'll show everybody. Let's see what color you got there.
Mother.
I'm probably going to get ready. People are starting to fall off for a little bit. We've been going for a while, so probably going to go another 10 minutes, and then we'll probably cut this thing off. Oh, no. And the wife's calling.
I'm about out of coffee and ready for a smoke.
Yeah, I need to smoke my damn self.
How are you drinking coffee at 11:15?
Well, I like coffee.
You drinking decaf?
I like coffee, but I like coffee from like 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. After that, it's got to be, whiskey. But I'm actually out of whiskey. I just ran out of whiskey during this stream. That's
no. Here it is.
Open that door and see what that is.
Is that a
diesel?
Eddie Bauer?
That's a Lariat 6.0 Power Stroke.
But it's all the same color. So what do you mean it's black, it's green? It's got to have a, I mean.
That's what people tell me that all the time. This thing looks like a totally different color. We noticed that.
Yeah, it might be when the light hits it, but it definitely looks like, I guess I can't really tell from the picture. I mean, I would say like a blue or a dark green or something if I had to guess from the picture.
Lime green, it looks to me, to be honest.
Looks like what?
Lime green to me.
No way, it looks lime green. Like a dark green. Don't look lime.
I'm just messing with you, Gil.
I was going to say, it don't look light like a lime green.
You were totally confused.
What is it?
Steve, somebody said you sound like Ed Bruce, the country singer.
I see that. I don't know. How about you, Gil? You know Ed Bruce? Isaiah, who's Ed Bruce? Sing us a tune.
I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you know who Cole Swindell is, Steve?
Who?
Cole Swindell. He's a country singer.
I know the name.
Let's just say, you know what I did, Gil?
What's that, buddy?
I scored, backstage passes from his agent. I called his agent 2 weeks in advance before the concert and got backstage and took pictures with him.
Cool.
Nice.
And I went up on stage.
I saw the one pictures that you post. I don't know if it was that one.
I'm literally after I get off my computer, I'm about to hop on Overwatch and just relax for a few minutes and probably fall asleep.
Yeah.
When you gonna put that bed on your truck?
I gotta go back to Covington and get it. Gotta get a trailer.
You ain't even got it at the house yet?
Nope. Gotta get my trailer all the way in the city.
You're a big boy. Pick that bitch up and put it on your shoulder, Isaiah.
Yeah, take the bed off your truck and then just go there and have them put it right on, A couple self-tappers,
bolts.
you're done.
Couple self-tappers. We're good, man. That thing should stay there for at least a week or so. Just don't put anything in the shelves.
You gotta say, it ain't going nowhere.
That's funny.
Because you've never put anything on a truck and strapped it down without saying that. If you did, you're a liar.
Yeah, I agree.
Ted's and Mike's hangout right now, Gil.
What's that?
Ted's and Mike's hangout right now with Joe Shear. And it's getting good because Ted and frickin' Braden are going at it with each other over Ream.
Oh, yeah? Nice. Well, let them fight to the death.
Right.
5.
My heart's beating.
Y'all can hear that too? I can't. That's not just me.
Wrong answer.
You're done.
Let me see if I can.
You know how much? I looked at this whole price, Eric, just to come back with a trailer and a load. It's about probably $12. Hey.
Uh-oh.
$12 doesn't
There
sound
you
like
go.
it's a very substantial amount to worry about.
Sorry, I just started randomly pressing a bunch of.
You know what I am thinking about doing? Gil, is probably joining. Joe and Adam and Bill on over HVAC overtime.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about it. That's what I want to do. I want to start doing with them.
Nice. You gonna Debo your way in there, or they giving you the invite?
I'll talk to Bill, see what he says, and let him get with Adam.
There you go.
All these different
That'll be
shows.
fun.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they do a good show on Friday nights. I try to check in there, man. It's just normally Friday nights. I'm always doing something, and so sometimes I'll stop in and try to say what's up or whatever. But it's normally hard to try to stay there the whole time. But yeah, they do put on an awesome show every Friday, and they're there every Friday. I give it to those guys. But yeah, they do a good show.
For me, the stars have to align. My wife has to be wanting to crash out, and I have to be wanting to stay up, which is somewhat rare. Somewhat uncommon, I should say. If I said it was rare, that would be lying, because I've been on here 3 times in the past 5 weeks.
Yeah.
How long I stayed up one time, Gil? From 8 o'clock, then one night till 8 o'clock the next morning.
Whoa! Last time I did that, I think I was on cocaine, but
Methamphetamine.
Yeah, it's a good time. But
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. That it never really happened. I told people I was just, it was just some cream of wheat. Just kind of got stuck there. It wasn't anything.
Dear NSC listening, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know what you bastards are.
Minecraft. I was doing cocaine in Minecraft.
Yeah. You bastards.
Not in real life.
Yeah, no. That was past tense. It's all good. Prove it.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a long time. I've been a good boy for a while. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this, man.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming on. Mr. Steve, thanks for always being here every time I do this. Thanks. Yep. Thanks, Eric, for coming on. Isaiah, it was good talking to you, buddy. Everybody who came out and watched it, if you are still here or haven't left, I know the numbers are going down. But I wish you guys, like I said before, Merry Christmas, man. Be safe. Have a good time with your families. Yep.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Peace out.
All right. You too.
See you, buddy.
See ya.
Be rolled out. All right, man. Have a good night, man. Have a happy holidays to you guys, man. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm not going to be fucking politically correct.
That's right.
But yeah, we'll start doing something. Yeah, exactly. We'll start planning something better with these shows. And if you actually want to be a part of it and just be here every week, Eric, it's up to you if you can do it. If not, not a big deal, man.
I can't commit to that, but I will try to join when I can.
Yep, that's fine, man. Whenever you were free, you have an open invitation. Just why does this? God damn it! This thing always asks me for a password right in the middle when I'm doing something. Yeah, just ask me. I'll send the invite out unless we're doing something special, which we probably won't be. But yeah, it's all good. Anyway, I'll stop talking. Yep. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you guys.
I'll be good. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for joining. See you next time.
Yep. See you. Where's the ending? There we go.
Hey, oh.